I stayed in British Columbia for almost all the time I live in Canada. 2 years plus, I stayed in British Columbia. I first of all stayed in the shelter. I'm going to talk about Quebec later. I first of all stayed in the shelter, and it's called the Richmond House. It's a beautiful shelter, trust me. One of the best of its kind in uh, British Columbia. Anyway, I stayed there for about 9 months or thereabout, but almost a year. But I didn't stay up to a year. And I left and I moved to a home. I paid for a one-bedroom flat. And as a refugee, because I came in as a refugee, I did my hearing. And after doing my hearing, and I was accepted into Canada. And after that, few weeks later, I'm supposed to get my notice of decision because I was told on instantly, welcome to Canada. So now with the notice of decision, I was supposed to apply for my permanent residence. I did actually get it after a long time. And the lady that brought it for me, one Mrs. Yemi C that was working with Richmond House, told me that he came in 2 weeks earlier. And she told a man called the Dean, is a caseworker there in Richmond House, to call me to come pick it up. But he never did. Anyway, she brought it to my home and gave it to me, and I told her thank you. And I was happy, and I started doing my application for my permanent residence. I never knew that it's supposed to have a stamp. This is a government document, so I don't have any fear. I was excited. I got a government document. No one can intercept it. Nothing happened. I never knew it was going to have a stamp until I came to Quebec. That is almost after a year. Yeah, after a year, I got the document was when I found out that the document I received was tampered with. I never knew at first. But all the same, as I was talking, I got the document, I was happy, and I wanted to apply for my permanent residence. I went to a place called, I cannot remember the name anyway right now. It's a government parastatal that we ask to help refugees to apply for their permanent residence. And there is a man there called Sadiq. He helped me to apply for my permanent residence. And before then, I already had this accident. I first of all had accident in my workplace, and later I had the one for transit. I was hoping the head is not going to jack this time. Then I had the one for the transit, and I was stuck not working. And before then, I used to do 3 jobs. I was a workaholic, really.